Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is the power and limits of groups. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while ago, and the world has completely changed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. The power and limits of groups. So mind you, this was written a while ago, and I wrote, today I tuned into CNN's live feed hours after the royal wedding. I don't know which royal wedding this was. Their cameras were following the crowds in London making their way to Buckingham Palace. There was no narration, just the unending sound of people cheering. What struck me was the collective energy emanating from them out into the world. The energy of celebration, of happiness, of joy. If you were above the planet, you could probably see the vibration radiating into space, also being broadcast over the airwaves and on the internet into cyberspace. How powerful it is when groups come together and radiate unified energy. What a collective healing it is. Regardless of what else is happening in the news today in any other country, this event raised the vibration to some degree for everyone. We join groups to raise our vibration, to move ourselves forward, to get a boost on our path, or a lift of our spirits. Last week, I took my mother to church. I've come to believe that churches, temples, mosques, and synagogues are phone booths for God. However, we each have an inner modem cell to connect directly ourselves. There aren't phone booths anymore, so I don't know what a similar analogy would be. Maybe they're cell services, and we all have an inner direct connection without needing to use Verizon. As consciousness develops in physical form, there are individuals on the leading edge who are trailblazers. They are the single light out there in the darkness, showing the way for us to follow. Then there are pioneers who pave the path that was blazed in the wilderness. They form groups and bring them to a new level of awareness. And then come the settlers who settle into what's come before to make it solid and real. Initially, there is movement forward, helping individuals in their personal evolution. However, there's a tendency to keep looking towards the past, to the original trailblazers. It's like driving your car only looking in the rearview mirror. It slows you down. Settlers make things solid and real, and that can be comforting and a source of security. It can aid with manifestation into form, but the foundation needs to be organic to allow for growth. If the focus is too much on the letter of the law, it becomes inflexible like concrete. Concrete disintegrates during an earthquake. It's not supportive for human evolution. A truly powerful group is empowering. It encourages everyone to acknowledge their own light and become their own trailblazer. It holds space for your emergence. We become part of a group because it fits where we are at the time. It may not fit us years later. It's okay to release your affiliation with groups that no longer support your expansion. This includes groups you're related to, work for, studied with, voted for, or prayed with. This week, notice what groups lifts you up and gives you joy. Notice which ones don't. You don't have to ditch all the non-functioning ones at once, although you can. Just choose to spend more time with the ones that make you feel good. Hang with the homies that make you happy. And try this for the next week and see what happens. And leave me a comment below when you do, because I love to read your comments. This is very current. A lot of us are noticing that the groups that we've had for years, maybe the same ones or similar to our parents, just do not resonate with us now. We're being called to make a shift. And the great thing about operating as consciousness is it becomes easier to make those shifts and make those choices based on going towards the light, what feels lighter, what makes you happy. So if you like these videos, please click the like button and subscribe, and that way you're telling YouTube to share this with more people and it gets that information out to those who really need to see it. And also you can share it with your family and friends and on your own social media as well. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It'll give you an expanded perspective of what's going on in your life today and how to navigate as consciousness. If you'd like some manifestation techniques, I have a self-study course, Manifesting Money and Miracles, where you can learn how to embody increased vibrations, which completely transform your external world. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can learn about my individual sessions, where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. And I can answer any questions that you have, and it's corded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation for my coaching special, where I work with you one-on-one and give you specifically selected consciousness techniques from my toolkit of consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. And you can sign up for that on my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.